You don't need to be that close. Good morning. Sorry, I'm getting messages, notifications on my phone too. Happy Black Friday, man. Happy, I hope everyone had a really good Thanksgiving. I am so tired. I just woke up like 15 minutes ish ago. So, brush my teeth, wash my face, throw some clothes on. You woke up to snow? Oh, lucky. We had some rain, but that's it. It stopped raining right when it started getting into the 30s. And I was like, dang it, I want some snow. Yeah, I am unbelievably tired from yesterday's dinner. I am just tired. I am so sleepy. I can sleep the whole day in. I had a bad headache yesterday, like a mother load of a headache. And when I finally went to sleep, it kept waking me up every couple hours. And I had to take my emergency medicine, uh, do another dose of emergency medicine, and I finally went to sleep, I want to say around 4. So 4 a.m. So my headache is still there. I think it's more like a sinus tension because it's in my jaw, radiating to my nose and going into my temples. It's just in my back of my neck. So it's just I have one of those headaches, and it's so funny because I get people messaging me, frequently. And every time I have a bad headache, there's a group of people that will message me. They'll be like, I know you have a headache, your eyes are hooded. And I never noticed it's a thing until yesterday my youngest son said it. He was like, your eyes are usually like open big, and when you have a headache, they're like half mass. And I could not stop laughing. I was like, I guess I really don't have a poker face. I know, shopping. Oh my God. And don't forget to shop small. There's so many places that have amazing Black Friday sales right now where they're like 10, 15% off, and go for it. Support these small businesses. I know bigger businesses like Walmart, Macy's, and everything like that have amazing sales right now. But when you go to like places like Etsy or places that you've seen on Instagram or Facebook, you literally make their tails wag. You do a dance. I know personally, every time someone buys a bag from me, I literally do a dance or I cry because they chose me over Dooney and Burke. They chose me over a Louis Vuitton. They chose me over, uh, a Donna Karan or whatever bag that's in right now. They chose me, and it makes me feel like I'm $1 million. So I'm not saying, hey, go to my shop and buy them from me. I'm just saying, think about smaller businesses right now. And Etsy has this thing where a lot of businesses, I'm doing 30% off, but there are some companies that are doing 60% off, and they do customization and all this stuff. So think of these smaller businesses out here trying to hustle. Um, this is a season. It helps them. They will remember yourself versus Macy's. You're just another person that bought from them. So I'm not saying don't buy from Macy's, whatever. I'm just saying, like, when you're mapping out your Black Friday today and Small Business Saturday, Small Business Sunday, and Cyber Monday, think of smaller businesses because you never know. There might be something like, "Oh, I can get this," and little things, like, I tell people all the time, like, my Christmas stockings, I don't even think of them just as Christmas stockings, I think of them as really fancy gift bags, and this could be something that you can do too if you're out and about. You can see on Etsy, there's, unusual Christmas stockings that people like. If you can't find them, in the store, like an Elf or a Gremlins or something that's unique, you could put a nice wine bottle, fill it with like chestnuts or candies, and then give it to somebody as a gift for a holiday party, things like that. Like, and then they'll be able to have that stocking for the rest of their life, and it could be a memory. So just I'm gonna get off my pedestal right now. Just think small, okay? I think Lauren has some sales. I seen that there's a new pattern from Lynn's Made that's came out. Suicide has like this sewing event where I guess like all these people are going to be there. There's going to be classes and all that. The tickets went on sale today. There's all these different really cool events. So just think small. Think small, because when you think small, it makes big things happen. I'm gonna try that, Lynette, because my head is hurting. And then my printer went on a fritz. I needed to make copies of the By Annie labels. I finished all my like quilting for my By Annie for today for me and Patreon. I only thing I did special quilting is this zipper pocket because I really wanted this to be seen. I finished all my quilting, and I don't have any labels. So I think what I might have to do, because I don't want to postpone, is I might write down each one of the labels on a post-it and then pin it or clip it to the item, because my printer is not scanning, printing anything. Me and printers, man. Me and printers. Yes, I seen that too. She has some stuff coming out of the vault, Heartwood and Hyde. I mean, she has really cute tags. Like if you're looking to like elevate, sorry, I dropped a quilt piece. If you can't tell, I'm obsessed with the Deja Vu uh Pirate Girls Nightshade. So that's what my bag is going to be mostly composed of. I'm just waiting for oh, I actually ordered some Tula Pink webbing. That's the only thing I'm waiting for. Um but the Heartwood and Hide, if you're looking to elevate your bags to the next level, they have really cute tags. Like they have like Barbie tags, they have like Mario Brothers, they have just fun tags just to have. They had Lords of the Ring. So like you just go on there, and if you're trying to make a bag that's like special, you might be able to see a tag that puts in. And I can't express to you enough how much tags actually people like in their bags. I buy tags from Heartwood and Hyde. I buy tags from Lauren Mormino. I buy tags from pretty much anyone that sells tags that are unusual. Nasty little pocketsies from Shannon from Not a Thread. And again, if you hop onto my Etsy shop, you'll see, if you just go through the reviews, that's one of my favorite thing to do, is go through people's reviews to see how detailed people write down stuff. There are people there, you have an opportunity to put one picture up, and there are so many pictures of these different tags, especially the Lord of the Ring ones. Like I can't believe she was able to find something like this to put inside the bag. People love it. Catherine from Sew Your Bag has these really cute bags, like "You look good today." This bag was made with magic and all, like really like cool affirmations. And I get pictures of that too. Like, this is the coolest thing. Every time I open up my bag, I see this tag and it makes me smile. So like, just think of that. They're very, very, very cool things to have on inside and outside of your bag. So yeah, there's so many sales. I woke up and like my inbox is full with different things that are on sale right now. Good morning. And they're there's so much. So think small. I know big businesses have some really cool sales like Macy's. I just found out Toys R Us is inside Macy's. I had no clue. And then so they have like a Santa Claus and they have a Toys R Us. So I personally love taking my son to any of my kids that are young enough to still enjoy toys. Um I personally like to take them so they can go around and see what kind of toys that they like or whatever. So if you have young grandchildren or children or godchildren or whatever, Toys R Us is inside Macy's. I had zero clues about that. So there's that. I know Joann's is having a crazy sale. I already have friends blowing me up saying the line's like wrapped around the store. They always usually have like the bins full of big rolls of like Shape Flex 101 or foam or things along that line. So there's a lot of sales for us as just, designers, makers, or whatever. But again, shop small first too. Oh, I know. There's so many cool patterns out right now. Did you guys see Shannon's video of her Aries and how she eliminated the double zipper and made it into one? I want to do that today so bad because I told you the Aries is a very fast bag to make as is, even with the double zipper. Like it could take you less than a couple hours. But this will take down everything and then you have that nice baguette look that you can get from Dior. You see Dior usually having or whatever. And I love this modification. She puts down the measurements of what you need to have your zipper plaque and everything into the post. So if you're not a part of her group, um look at her post either on Instagram because she wrote a description and or Facebook and she put a description and she said she'll write out more notes later, but it's easy. It's basically cutting out like the two exterior pieces to have and making your interior and putting up bigger a wider placket so that way it could be just one zipper pocket. And I think that is genius because I love that bag. That bag is so beautiful. It has the perfect swoop for plackets and everything. So I actually want to make one of those and then make a wallet to go with it because you know how that's been my kick. I just haven't decided what I want to make it as. I have this really beautiful magnet from Alchemats that is Stranger Things, and I keep seeing Stranger Thing posters for season 5. So I was like, why not make a Stranger Things one? Or I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm going to make just yet. I love the Aries too. It's a great thing. That's one of the classes I'm going to be teaching at Sandra's Garden Room. So that is another person that's having a huge Black Friday. And I definitely recommend you to go. Sandra ships really fast. She already has really good prices. And for her to have a Black Friday, just I would go do it. And also, if you're someone that where people are like, what can I get you for the holidays? I am going to be teaching how to make the Aries, how to edge coat, how to place magnets as like shit like little templates and stuff like that on your bag in June. So you can ask for instead of asking directly for money, because you know how people are reluctant to do that, you can ask for gift cards and then place your gift cards at for your monies on going to this retreat. The retreat is a weekend thing. We're also having some other just like skill builder, like edge painting and different things going on, cupcakes, food, and trips to Tandy Leather to talk to Tandy people. It's a really fun experience. I had so much fun this last past June. I actually was really sad to leave. And it's kind of like when you know you have to go home from Disneyland or Disney World. That's because I had so much fun. It did not feel like a teacher student situation. It felt like a group of people getting together, sewing, laughing, doing silly stuff. Just I have a bond with every single person that came. And so if that is something that you want to do and then you're like, hey, I can't do it. Sandra offers payment plans and you can always ask for uh I'm trying to think of I'm sorry, my brain is like so I feel like a small electricity. You know how like when your foot falls asleep, my face feels like that. You can ask for gift cards so that you can put it down towards the deposit. There's different packages where either you can share a room with someone at a hotel, or you can, if you live close enough, you don't need to use a hotel or have your own hotel room. There's all these different packages that Sandra did. And the hotel that she has to stay at has like a really nice breakfast and actually good coffee. And I consider myself a bad and bougie when it comes to coffee, because I like certain coffee, and if it's like too bitter or like whatever, like you'll see it in my face. It's like written all over my face. Again, no poker face. So that's something too. Um I'm trying to think of who else had some sales. I know Lynn's Maid has a new pattern that's out that looks like it'll be super fun and super good for, especially when spring and summer rolls around and they're going to all these events. Like having everything close to your body like that is amazing. And I feel like it's perfect for this holiday season because it can be, you can make it super feminine or very masculine, or like something that is kind of like neutral for anybody. So there's that. I really got to do something with these roots. It's either going to be like I'm going to leave my hair alone and just continue to color the blonde and let the brown black come out. I don't know. So yeah, and then think about it. This time next week we'll be starting our Advent opening. And again, as I promised, I will start at 8:30 every single day. So that way people can hop on and they're not just like in the middle, and it won't be spontaneous. 8:30 is a good time because all the kids are already at school and the whole 9 yards. And I can start, and I'll start like 5 or 10 minutes in. So I'm excited about that. And I also seen that Lauren also has information about when her first classes are going to be starting at her studio, which, come on, dude, we have to give her a round of applause. She's building an empire. She's making her dreams come true. That is, I'm proud of her, and she should be so proud of herself. So what are you guys looking to get this beautiful Black Friday? I know a lot of people are not going to be home. I already have people messaging. I have people messaging me in Patreon like, "Hey, can we do this on Monday?" And I'm cutting out live, and I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "It's Black Friday," and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't think of that when I started it, but it makes sense. People are out shopping, you know. People be shopping." You're still waiting for your new Moxie box from Advent Calendar? Fabric Wholesale Direct. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna give you a heads up on this one. This is a small thing about Fabric Wholesale Direct that I know, but I don't know if everybody else knows. When it gives you the option of free shipping, don't do it. Pay for the shipping. The thing is that they prioritize the people that pay for shipping over the free shipping. So I know they're part of Vogue, and this is how I know Vogue owns Fabric Wholesale Direct. So I always pay for the priority shipping, or the shipping that's the one below the free, and I get it like in 2 days. Where I know right now everybody and their mom is going to order from them, which makes sense because they have a huge, massive sale. But then they're like 2 weeks later, I'm still haven't got my shipping, or I'm waiting for it because it's in snail mail. Pay for the shipping and you'll get faster delivery. I promise you. And I know you're like, well, that's moot. I bought $100 worth of stuff, so I didn't have to pay for shipping. Completely okay. If you're fine with getting your shipping later, then do that. Do you? But if you want to get your product faster, then I highly recommend you to pay for the one below the free shipping, so you can get it faster. A lot of, I know, I want to go to Tandy Leather so bad. But my face, I don't know if I can do it. My head, like, it took everything to get up to do Captain's Log this morning. I slept basically with like an ice pack on my head and my face. And the thing is that at this point I can't do any more antibiotics, because when they did the surgery to put the bone grafts in, I was on a long course of antibiotics, and it was making my skin break out, everything. I have a weird reactions when I'm on antibiotics. And then I think, is it Monday or Tuesday, I go in to get this impacted wisdom tooth removed. So I am just going to be a hot mess when for, for the remaining of the year. It's going to be pretty fun. Good times. Oh, you're welcome. I know. I'm not shopping. I'm on a super tight budget, and so I'm not shopping, but I am enjoying watching everybody get stuff. I'm really weird. I know this sounds weird, but when you get things and I get to see what you get, I get excited for you and it makes me excited. I don't know why. I get excited off of silly things. I'm a weird person. Just like I had to send my friend yesterday. I've never seen a crab molt before to get out of their old shell to create a new one. And I'm sitting here watching like this 30-minute video and I'm sending it to my friend because I'm like, I've never seen this before. And I guess it's rare footage, like it's really rare to see this occasion. So she was like, Shanova. I was like, what? I've never seen this, so I thought I should share it. Yeah, happy shopping to everyone. It is officially the holiday season. Good morning, Cindy. Yeah, I'm excited. There's so many small businesses having like a fantastic sales, either on patterns or supplies or just craziness. Like I said, the one that I woke up to first was Garner Room Sewing. Holy heck, Sandra has some major sales. And again, if you're a person that's like, okay, I ordered from you 5 days ago, why haven't you shipped? Which rightfully so. It's like I gave you my money, ship. Sandra ships fast. Like that is her number one priority. She wakes up every morning, goes into her shop, and she just starts busting out orders between her and her daughter and whoever else is working that day. So yeah, they ship fast. Um, so I always look for that. Fabric Wholesale Direct, they ship fast. If you don't do the free shipping right underneath, do the next one. And you'll be like, holy heck. So I'm just looking at all these different places. Hey, Christine. Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to utilize all the funds from the flex spending and you know how like when you get insurance they'll cover up to a certain amount and whatever for dental. So I'm trying to utilize that. So I have two more procedures this year and one's for impacted tooth and one is to put a crown on this one. So I'm excited because I don't make fun of me, please. I'm actually starting to enjoy my smile now. Like, I feel like I'm smiling more and opening my mouth more. Um, I'm my my dental I'm really good. Like, they were laughing because they were like, "You have, like, no cavities, like, no your gum." When they did the gum test, they're like, considering that I had a lot of impacted back molars that broke off or whatever, they just expected, bad gums, everything, having to do several deep cleanings and plaque, and they were like, "No," and my husband was like, "No, she takes really good care of her teeth, she water picks every day, twice a day, she brushes, she flosses, she does all that," and I I'm starting to with everything, all the dental plans happening with like getting crowns and capping up off the front teeth. And I'm starting to enjoy my teeth a little bit more. I know that sounds so silly, but I feel like I'm smiling a lot more knowing the fact that I'm getting things done and I don't have anything to be embarrassed about. Does that make sense? Kind of like just just weird stuff like um the new medicine they gave me for my headaches, they gave me, a preventative for my headaches, which one of the side effects is decreased appetite, and I guess people that are meeting me, they're like, You've lost weight, I can see it in your face, you've lost weight," and I'm wearing jeans that I haven't been able to wear for, like, a year, and my confidence is slowly starting to come back. So between the dental work and me being more active and losing a little bit of weight, I'm feeling a little bit more better and confident about myself. And it's kind of cool. But the dental work though, oh man, no one tells you how much like getting a tooth removed and all that are impacted tooth or it hurts. And the bone graft did not feel comfortable. Like I would have to say about 5 days ago is when I finally stopped being cognizant that it was in my mouth and it was sore and aching. So it worked out. Dental health is really, really important. My parents just were young and they just didn't. even though they had dental insurance, they couldn't pay for co-payments and additional things, so they didn't take us to the dentist. Um, they got better after I moved out. My sister got braces, the whole 9 yards, but because I didn't have a really good dental experience as a child, I rarely went as an adult, and I would let things be broken or whatever and just try to take care of it myself. And so this is the year that I decided that no more is enough, because between the headaches and migraines and everybody trying to figure out why I'm constantly in having headaches, I have more days have having headaches than not having headaches. They wanted to see if I got everything pulled and removed that can cause it, would it help with headaches? I also found out that I have TMJ and I had no idea, and that's another thing that can cause headaches. So, it's important. Go to the dentist, even if you're scared. Understand. Ask for stuff. Dentists, if you go to the right kind of dentist, they offer you all kinds of cool crap like blankets, sunglasses. I gotta admit, I like the sunglass thing because then I'm not looking directly at them. And if I am looking at them, they don't know because they can't see through these black sunglasses. Because I feel like if I was a dentist and I seen someone's eyes bulge out or whatever, I would stop doing what I was doing. So I kind of like the sunglasses thing because it makes this barrier where someone doesn't see your reactions through your eyes. Because that would immediately, can you imagine you're like sitting there drilling someone's mouth and then their eyes just get really big and you're just like, oh God. like Oh God, no. So it's just I actually prefer all that. So I'm very thankful and feel tremendously blessed that I found a really good dentist that did not judge me because of the past history. And the first thing they said is we've seen worse, way worse. The second thing, they just make me feel like really comfortable, and they're knowledgeable. They're like, hey, look, you have X amount of credits towards your insurance that will expire on December 31st, and then you start all over again. Let's get as much as we can done now, and then we'll do the more cosmetic stuff in the beginning of the year. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm feeling pretty confident and feeling pretty like tremendously blessed. And it makes me happy. Although I still am afraid of the dentist, I'm not afraid of it as I used to be. Yeah, dental health is super important because it can trigger migraines. People can get migraines, TMG. It could be signs of cardiomyopathy. It can be signs that you're diabetic and you're not aware of it. There's so many things that our teeth indicate for our health. It's not even funny. And I want to be around for a long time. I want to watch all my kids graduate high school, college, have kids of their own, go to their wedding. I want to be around. So anything I can do that can help make me stay healthy, that I'm still here for my children and my husband, then that's what I want to do. Yep, it could be the back molars. One of the things that when they were putting one of the reasons why they put a graph on this one, and they are going to probably do a graph on this, is if you have a broken tooth in the back top of your mouth, you can have a collapsed sinus cavity, which can cause constant sinus infections and constant headaches. No one and their mother has ever told me that. The moment they did the x-ray, the one that they stick the thing in your mouth and then it goes 360 around your head, they were like, you have the worst sinuses I've ever seen. Now, this is not the first time I've heard this. 19-year-old Shanova had an impacted molar on the bottom, and when they did this, they immediately recommended me to go to an ENT because through the x-ray, through the dentist's office, they were like, you have horrible sinuses. So if you're a person that has like a cavity or something in your upper jaw, in your back molar or your wisdom tooth, and you are constantly getting headaches or you're feeling like your jaw's locking up, get that taken care of, because that could be a trigger for your migraines. It could mean a collapsed sinus cavity. It can mean so much because there's so much stuff that goes on around this area. So just dental health is important. What up, Shannon? I was just talking about your Aries and how I want to make one today or tomorrow because I thought it was cool, and I was telling them how they can find out information how you did your modification either on your Facebook group and or your Instagram. I really love how you did that. It's giving the Dior baguette feel, and I'm here for it. Um, because I've seen other similar styles as the Aries, but your curve is actually perfect where my your the zipper tape doesn't buckle. And that is really important. Have you ever seen a really nice bag, but then all you can notice is the zipper tape is wavy and you're like, what happened? So, Shannon's curve is really nice. It kind of reminds me of a roller coaster. It's super, it starts and stops really smooth. It's not like jagged. So that way, when you put everything together, it doesn't buckle. And that is really important. Another thing I do when I have a bag that I know has a curve, I personally like to hit it with the iron. Okay, hear me out. Most most zipper tape is made with twill tape, right? So there is a possibility that your zipper tape can shrink a little bit. So if you hit it with the iron, it shrinks like cotton would shrink, and it because the warped and weft gets a little bit tighter. So just something to think about. I also like to hit it with starch, and I don't know. The more rigid my zipper tape is, the more I appreciate it because I know that when it's in a recessed zipper or if it's like on the top of a zipper pouch, it won't get wibbly wobbly. Because I got a lot of questions about the Lola that I made, and how clean the zipper tape pops up, and starch. I use a lot of starch. A lot, a lot. I like the one that smells like pineapple. It's so good. But if I know it's for a customer, that I usually use Easy On extra stiff starch that people use for their collars, and I just usually just hit it with that. Yeah, the bag is super cute. I love videos too. It's like it's like watching a preview for a movie about to come on. You're like, what new Harry Potter movies coming out? What new Star Wars movies coming out? So I always appreciate those. I watched it a couple times. It's very nice. It depends. Some zipper tape. You know who has a really good zipper video? Spencer Ogg. So she has a zipper video that talks about which tape that you should do ironing on. What like the ones that I usually like to use are like the stripe ones. And they fray back because they're not nylon. They have a warped and weft to make that stripe look. So there's so many different versions of number 5 or number 3 zipper tapes. She goes into which one you can actually snip. We have to have creative differences there. I don't believe in snipping zipper tape. I've had horror stories about okay, but she also talks about what different zipper tapes are made from what. Like some are made from nylon, like the Biani ones are mostly made by nylon. But if you're like looking at Zipper Valley or Handmade Space and you're looking at the zipper tapes that have uh like that nice little pinstripe, that is not nylon. That is usually a cotton webbing. There are some zipper tapes that are made with twill tape and not nylon. So if you follow Spencer Ogg on Facebook or on YouTube, she has a video that I want to say she made about 4 months ago, and it's all about zipper tapes and which ones you should do what. It's very educational, and I highly recommend people to watch it. Yeah, because I thought for a minute I didn't understand for the longest time why some zipper tapes didn't iron well, and then some did. I didn't understand why some were really okay with trying to get starch and some would like kind of like melt a little bit. The teeth are nylon, but what it's attached to could be a number of different things. Yes, oh my, and the striped ones are so pretty, but yes, they do get a weird gap, and they because of them I I don't know what they're made with, but their weft and warp is so loose compared to a regular number size 5 zipper or a number 3, that sometimes you automatically get the wave to it. Sometimes you can get buckles or puckers. It's very interesting. So I one day I'll do a zipper tape, but until then, I always want to support other channels that have tons of education. Spencer Ogg has a fantastic video about zipper tape. So if you have the time and you want to learn more about it, I highly, highly recommend it. She breaks things down, and I think it's it's very great, because I think zipper tape is a weird thing that we don't really talk about, and there's so many different types. There's more than just size. Nylon, twill tape, yarn. There's so many different types. There's jelly. There's plastic PVC. There's like the TPU ones and all that. Like, oh my God, I had this really cute TPU one, and I accidentally hit it with the iron, and it made a hole, like a burnt hole, and I was done with the bag. I like literally cried for like 30 minutes in my workroom because I was done. I was done, and I didn't think the iron was gonna hit it, but I'm still kind of salty about that. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. So definitely go look at your Black Friday, shop small. There's a lot of like I said, a lot of companies that have it. And if there's companies that don't like fret. Most companies do random sales throughout the year, and they probably don't want to be a part of the whole Black Friday shenanigans, and they may do an end of the year sale. Yeah, the stripe one is more prone. I'm like looking to see if I have anything around me that has like the stripe tape. The stripe one is more prone to fray. And if you ever when when you stroll through Instagram or Facebook like one does, and you'll see like the zipper tape came out, it's usually the one. I cannot find anything that has a stripe tape by me. That kind of this is not okay. You know the ones that have like cool stripe ones, like this will be like their pattern or something. The like they're not nylon. They're usually are cotton, or they may be nylon, but they have more tendency of actually fraying, similar to this beautiful webbing. So yeah, she has really cool tips and tricks on how to prevent that, and what she recommends, because there's a lot of bag designers that recommend like snipping in to do curves. I will not, like, even when I'm testing, I try to go by the book. I cannot snip into a zipper to save my life. Like, I can't, like, it is a physical impulse. It's like, don't do it. Like, I'm like, we're just gonna make this work as best as I possibly can. Yeah, it's the weave. It's definitely you definitely, and like I said, look at the Spitzerog. I use the stripe ones, but I now like I starch them, I press them, and just you cannot snip. Man, Shannon, right here, this is where we get fist bump. I can't, and there are some very, very, very amazing designers that are like, yeah, I do it all the time. And I look at them like, how do you do? Do you set this thing on fire? Like, okay, I snipped it. Let's set this bad boy on fire. I'm sorry, my phone is like on, kind of pressed against my 1341, and so every time there is a notification, that the reason why it sounds so loud is the vibrations hitting the sewing machine. um, yeah, no, don't do it. Like, don't. I mean, it's your choice, but every time I see one of my zipper frayed or whatever, I'm like, did you snip into it? Because if you did, a good indication that you shouldn't snip into your zipper tape is when you cut your zipper tape down. If it starts to fray during the bag making process, that is indication you should never snip into that zipper tape. And I have never met zipper tape that has not frayed. Yeah, you're like fray check all over this. I'm gonna use super glue. Yeah, and that she has really cool tips with that. It's kind of like, each his own. I'm afraid of it. Yeah. I'm also that person that when I put in straps, I always have like an inch hanging out. And no matter what, even if I'm binding, I will roll this bad boy up and put it in the binding. Um, because my biggest fear is someone saying, "Oh, the webbing came out." I've never had that happen. I had to knock on some damn wood on that. But I always feel like it's because I leave some kind of anchor with a longer tail, so that way if it starts pulling, it still has some kind of material towards the back to keep it in place or whatnot. I don't know. I always look that is like my biggest fear, fraying. I see it at least once a day, especially in if you're in creative bag making. I love reading those posts. I don't know what it is. It's like I want to get a snack and just read and listen to people's advice, because there's people from all over the world and different bag makers, and they'll always have really cool advice. Yeah, I'm not a snipper though. Like that's the only thing. That's where I guess like I'm not a good tester. I will do everything to the book. But if you say snip the thing, I'll be like, I can't do that. That's where I draw the line. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what everyone gets for Black Friday. I hope everyone has a really good shopping experience. Um, I mean, there's so many sales out there right now. So I hope everyone enjoys. I'm gonna hop off. I'm probably gonna run to Starbucks and try to get some kind of holiday drink. I was gifted a Starbucks gift card yesterday, and I almost cried. Thanksgiving was kind of hard for me yesterday. Faith was at her boyfriend's house for Thanksgiving. I'm not over it. It was an emotional roller coaster. It's 18 years of having her every Thanksgiving, and she went to her boyfriend's house for Thanksgiving. I'm not trying to cry on TV right now. Okay. So, yeah, Thanksgiving wasn't the best. I don't think I was in full-fledged holiday spirit mode because of that. I missed her. But at the same time, if you're a parent, you can't do that guilt trip on kids. It's just not worth it, because then resentment builds in. So you just try to be happy for them. So yeah, there's that. I did the Christmas tree is fully up. My husband's gonna start decorating the outside today. I need to probably see if I can find a place where I can take um pictures for the back, for the tags for the back of the Vianney, so that way we can start cutting out. I had some fun free motion quilting though. Yeah, right. I had a hard Thanksgiving. Yeah, I never told you guys she has a boyfriend because I can't stand him. So, I try to keep my channel very positive. I literally can't stand him. Like if I could do like a Mortal Kombat move on him without getting in trouble, I would. I 100% would. But let's all remember our first boyfriend, girlfriend, our first person, our first puppy love, and then you'll be like, yeah, because I did some stupid stuff with my first puppy love, and I never knew that some of my actions was gonna hurt my mom or my dad. I didn't think of that. My dad decided to be like, "Oh, I remember when you did that to me. How does it feel?" I'm like, "Why would you do it's Thanksgiving, not like revenge Shinova. What is going on, parents?" Okay, so, but yeah, we had a really nice one. Kendall smoked a turkey. I made a bourbon ham that was super, like, holy smokes good. We had like all the fixings and cinnamon sugar cookies with frosting on top, and they taste like Cinnabon mini bites. They're super good. I'm actually gonna when I get off here, I'm gonna do that with coffee. I don't care that it's cookies first thing in the morning. It's happening. Yeah. I know, and this is kind of preparing me. I don't know. Um, Yeah, I was messed up. I there was a lot the reason why I probably have, like, really puffy eyes is I cried a lot yesterday, but I was trying to keep my cool when she was messaging me like, "Oh, yeah, I hope you have fun and da da da," and deep down inside, I was like, "Take this knife and just keep jabbing it in my heart because that's what you're doing." Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. We eat Chinese food for Christmas when no one cooks anything in this house. We find there's only one Chinese food restaurant that is open in our area at Christmas, and that's who we order from every year for the past 15, 14 years. That is like our favorite thing to do. So I know it's hard to be open on Thanksgiving night, but you probably saved so many pay like, families that don't cook, like so I appreciate you for being open for that because there's a lot. I don't know about you guys, but out here in Maryland, even the grocery stores close, like, at 3 o'clock on Thanksgiving, and that's it. Like, there's no gas attendants. You can get gas at the pump with the card, but there's, like, no attendants in the shop. So, like, Thanksgiving is really, like, nothing's open out here. So so I appreciate that. Yeah, bourbon ham. I will write down the recipe. It is good. Like, I don't know how I know it's good is when my kids eat it and all you hear is, "Mm, mm, mm." I'm like, "Yeah." Kendall did a beer smoked turkey, and it came out really good, very juicy. And the he was freaking out because the recipe that it called for, you had to like cut into the skeleton of the turkey and make it like flay back like it looks like a frog. So I kept looking at it and I'm just like it doesn't look like a turkey. It was an interesting Thanksgiving. It was very hard. I have like Fabric Wholesale Direct blowing me up with their sales. There's nothing you could do, so Terry. It's hard. Oh my God. I was a hot mess. I didn't think I was going to. I'm known for I'm a total Elsa, conceal, don't show, never let them know. I do talk to a therapist. It's something, it goes a lot with my control of me being type A personality and having control issues. But like it was way too much for me. Like I felt like my heart was going to explode. I actually had to take medicine to help with my anxiety. I have medicine that I'm supposed to take, but I don't take it all the time. I have this thing because my dad's an alcoholic and both of my grandfathers were alcoholics. So I know that addiction runs into the family. So because of my controlling personality, like if I'm in pain or if I have anxiety, I won't take medicine because I'm always afraid that I'll become dependent on it. But I actually had to take anti-anxiety medicine yesterday because I've never had a Thanksgiving without Faith since she's been born, and I have no words. I'm still not over it. Hey, Sandra, I was telling everybody about your Black Friday sale. I know. So Irma Garner sell, and also if you want to come to the retreat and you're telling people, hey, what do you want? They're like, what do you want for Christmas? If you want to come to the retreat, you can get gift cards and you can put it towards the retreat where we're going to make the Aries and a whole bunch of fun stuff activities. So Terry, yes. Hugs for you. Yeah, I was man, I'm telling you right now, if you're like me that pretends that you don't have emotions, that stuff will mess you up. But I did have fun with Hope. We did watch a whole bunch of like Hope likes watching Hallmark movies with me, so we watched a whole bunch of cool Christmas movies. We have a checklist of what movies we need to watch. My kids never seen Fred Claus yesterday and they were dying. Fred Claus is hilarious if you haven't watched it. So yeah, we did that, and today I really wanted to chill and relax because again, all my family's off. Um, but I need to find a printer because of I hate my printer. I want to just beat it up. If I could beat my printer up like it's a physical person, I would. Or get a baseball bat or a katana. I don't know. Yeah, and I did. I talked to her yesterday. It was just weird. Because, like, we always go around the table, like, what we're thankful for. We say our Thanksgiving prayer, then we just, like, stuff food and have, like, a TV movie on, like, a holiday one, and it was weird. Oh my god, no, see, on my printer, for the, for the buy any place for everything, our assignment was to quilt. So, you got my free motion quilting, right? Um, and then today we're supposed to cut out, but the back of Bianni's thing, you can't cut out the tags because it's on a piece. It's on instructions, so you kind of need to photocopy it so that you can cut the tags out. And mine won't photocopy, so I need to go to like a FedEx or something around here. And I'm like, I do not want to like go anywhere because the FedEx is at the mall. The UPS, the USPS is at the mall. The Staples is by the mall parking thing. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to get any spots just to run in to get a photocopy right now. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, I know. I seen that. The one with Ludacris is so good. I forgot. It's on Disney Plus. It is so good. It is so good. If you guys are looking for a good family friendly, or even just want to watch by yourself and funny, the one with Ludacris is really good. Like really good. I don't want to postpone doing this, but I might have to because like you, the library, like if you guys Google my library by my address, is right in it's in the mall parking center. It is like everything is at the mall, and I'm just like I don't want to go to the mall. I don't want to go to the mall. I can handwrite it down. I could print it, but that's like really expensive. Well, no, I can't print it on my Sawgrass unless I scan it in and then turn it into a PNG and then print it on there. And then that it will be a weird process. So, because the Sawgrass, the ink is meant for sublimation. So, like, that would be very expensive things just to cut out in tags. Oh, it can hand copy, but I don't know if I have, hold on. Do I have it? Right here? Okay, I don't think I have the thing right there. I think it's over on my table. It's a whole page, like a whole. Hold on, let's see. Okay, here it is. So for the places everything, I need these are all the tags. But see, it's on the back of instructions, so I can't cut it out. So I need to photocopy this so that way I can cut everything out. I mean, I could use one of my visible pens and just check things out, but I felt for this bag, everything when I talk to people that have made it, they say the tags are the most important part because you could just pin them or clip them, and because look at how many pieces there are. That's a lot. There's one, two, three, four. There's 7 down and 7 across. So well, no, okay. I don't know if you bought a by Annie pattern before. They're not PDF. They're actual physical patterns. So the problem is as many as pictures as I take. If I take a picture of this, I'm going to lose this. So I need to photocopy it. She even recommends it too. It literally it literally says to keep track of everything, make a copy of this page and cut it out. It says it like right here because there's like over 40 pieces that you need to cut out, and I don't. It just it will be easier just to make a photocopy. So I wish, like, when they have PDFs like that they automatically print out the extra page, where if because this is, like, not a PDF, I mean, a paper pattern, they automatically have that, because that drives me insane, because that's, like, the Vogue and the McCall. Sometimes the instructions, they'll have, like, a booklet, but there'll be, like, notations on the actual pattern piece, and you cut it out, and you're trying to save that little piece of paper that wrinkles really fast. But yes, I wish that the By Annie one would have just had this on have an extra one, but it doesn't. So I highly implore anyone that's in the Patreon group to make a photocopy of this before you start. Hey, Aaronetta. Yeah, that's a lot too. But yeah, there we have a lot to cut out there, and then they're not like one. They're like cut out two pocket styles, 12 and a half by 10 and 1/4 of the mesh, and it's going to be a process. No, my printer is not working at all. Like, at all. Like, we've already tried to print from the computer. Like, we Kindle scanned it in and everything. It's just not working. So I need to go to an actual, like, place like a Kinko's or a Staples or a library and print it out. The issue is if you live in Columbia, Columbia is built so that everything is walkable distance. All the shops that make copies, including the library, are all in a mall parking lot. So it's like, and it's Black Friday. Yeah. And by the time I thought about it yesterday when I was done quilting, I was like, oh man, everything is closed. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's not a yikes thing. The thing is that if you lived here, you will love it because you really don't utilize your car a lot. Because I could walk to the mall, I could walk to the grocery store, I could walk to my dentist's office, I could walk to my doctor's office, I could walk anything that you have. All of my kids' schools are less than 1/4 of a mile away. Everything is right there. The mall is literally 2 blocks away from me. That so in the 70s when they created when the council for Howard County was trying to come up with Columbia, we are built like kind of weirdly like the Jetsons. I know that sounds weird. We have no telephone wires, poles, they're all underground. So when I actually see electrical things on the top now, when I'm outside of Columbia, it throws me off because I'm so used to not having it. Like everything was built differently for Columbia. There's a lot of lakes, there's a lot of even our dog parks, our gyms, everything is meant to, if you work and live in Columbia, that you wouldn't need a car. Um, it's pretty cool. But with situations like this, when you're trying to get something just like fat, like copied, it's everything is in like these major mall parking lot, and you're just like, I'm not going to even be able to find a parking space. Hey, Brandy. No, no, I didn't tell anybody anything. Oh, yeah, you walk to everything here. It's really pretty cool. Um, I don't think there's any, even the MVA, which is if you're not part of the Delmarva area, we have an MVA versus a DMV. The DMV is literally a half a mile away from my house. Everything is like wickedly close. Yeah, like everything's walkable distance. So like if anyone comes and visits me, they will be like, every time someone does visit me, they freak out because like how close everything is. The only complaint I have is fast food joints. So we have a McDonald's here, and then there's things inside the mall, like the pizza places, the Cinnabon and whatever. So you can walk there, but like fast food joints that you can go through a drive-through, you actually have to drive away from Columbia to find anything. Um, so that's my only complaint. And it's not even really a complaint because we don't eat at fast food a lot, but like how you have a hankering, you're like, man, I want some Taco Bell or Man, I want some Wendy fries. I love Wendy's fries. Um, like everything's kind of far away. I wish CVS. I'm gonna check to see if there's a smaller, like, not a mall, but like a little thing that has like CVS and like seafood place. I'm gonna try to see if there's a place I can make copies over there for real quick. Oh, thank you, Brandy. I know I might have to do that. Yeah, we have Grubhub and DoorDash. I just, I just, I'm cheap. I hate paying for DoorDash. I don't mind. I love tipping, but like the fees, I'll be like, I'm bad. Well, Kendall says I'm bad at tipping. I either over tip or under tip. There's like no in between for me. Um, yeah. So my plan today is to try to go get this photocopy so that me and the Patreon team can cut these bad boys out today. Because that is a challenge. But I did do all my quilting for it, so I had fun with some free motion. And I love see how like the legacy from Visine, how much it puffs out. I know it's hard to see with the fishnet, but it puffs out so much. It's a little bit thicker than Annie Soft and Stable, but I'm really excited about this. And my front, I fussy cut my front zipper pocket, so it'll be that because this is my favorite girl. So I'm really excited about it. Um, and I got really pretty mesh that are blues and purples, and then I just have like clear vinyl, and I'm really excited to make this. I use the Visine foam. They're the same maker, the Decaville Heavy and Decaville Light. Um, I didn't have time to get my other foam I love is it's this pink foam from Cellrite, and the density, it just always puckers. But look, it's so cool. Look, so I like stitched around the this area so it could puff out. I think it came out cute. I'm done with everything. So my pages for my book are, this is one side and this is the other side. So I'm excited. So my pages are going to be this, and then the outside is going to be just the fishnet, and then the inside cover of the pockets are going to be this. I'm excited. I gotta cut out the bias binding today too. Alrighty then, I'm gonna go stuff my face, drink some coffee, and try not to fall asleep, and and then try to go get this photocopy so I can start with Patreon today. So I hope everyone has a really good day. Have a really good Black Friday, and look for people's sales. There's tons of them. Even if there's a group that doesn't have a sale and you've been wanting to get a pattern, get it. You know, you small businesses, you make them happy when you purchase from them. And I hope everyone has a really, really fun day today, okay? I will see you manana. Bye.